We have pretty bizarre things happen here. Most of the people I know down here have seen something bizarre at one time or another. And we don't discuss it a whole bunch, but they believe. They think there's something going on too. My partner and I moved to the San Luis Valley to raise cattle. Did not move here for UFOs, you know, and didn't even realize that this was a hot spot of the nation for sightings, and I knew nothing about them anyway. Well, then I started meeting some of the locals down here, and they all had UFO stories. I mean, one after another, even to the point where there was a real estate company years ago that would make people who bought land from them sign a disclaimer saying that they were aware that there was UFO activity in this valley. So anyway, it got to the point I'd giggle and say, we need a UFO watchtower, never ever thinking I'd ever do it. Well, after 4.5 years of struggling with cows because they don't eat sand real well, they about broke me. So I was talking to one of the farmers one day and I said, you know, I've had to sell the cows. I don't want to sell my land. And he said, you need to put up that UFO watchtower you giggled about. You'd have fun. It was just going to be a little old mom and pop business. It'd be open in the summer, closed in the winter. Catch that tourist traffic off the highway, you know? Never thinking we would ever see anything from here. I mean, that was not even a vision. Well, from the time we opened, we started seeing things. And as of now, and this is November, we have had 67 sightings from just here since we opened.
people here who probably see things that they didn't actually see too. But and the St. Louis Valley draws strange people, so it might as well draw strange aircraft as well.
Some say that it's the bastions of the valley because it's so huge and not highly populated. Others say it's the spirituality of the valley. Others say that there's an ET base in Mount Blanco. Well, all of this sounds really cool, but it didn't make sense to my mind. Then I got a magazine from that magazine that said the majority of their sightings was from hot water wells. That makes sense. One end of this valley to the other had the
We have very little atmosphere here at our elevation. We have very little pollution, very clear skies. You know, we do a lot of watching just from our front yard. Judy built a nice place for people to go and hang out. We didn't have a front yard here.
The folks who come here to visit, first thing I ask them is, have you ever had any UFO experiences? Some will come right on out and say, oh yeah. But, you know, folks have made fun of them for relating their stories. And I said,